My girlfriend looked me dead in the eye and said single dads are damaged goods without women like me to fix them. This was right after my 5-year-old daughter started crying because she didn't want to see mommy anymore. I had no idea how connected these two things were until I discovered what she had been telling my little girl behind my back. I am Caspian, 31, plumbing contractor for 9 years. Divorced about a year and a half ago from Maya, 29. Nothing dramatic. We grew apart. The divorce was smooth, and we have maintained great co-parenting with our daughter Luna, 5. Maya's got Luna every Tuesday and Thursday evening, plus alternating weekends. She is an elementary teacher, amazing with kids, still a fantastic mom. Maya started dating someone new about 2 months ago. Kevin, who seems decent. Our co-parenting situation has been solid. 8 months ago, I met Serenity, 28, at a hardware store. She is a dental hygienist, seemed understanding about my divorced dad situation. Early on, she said the right things about respecting co-parenting, wanting to meet Luna when ready, understanding Maya would always be part of our lives. I think it is beautiful that you two can still work together for Luna's sake, she said during our 3rd date. That shows what kind of man you are. I thought I would hit the jackpot. Beautiful woman who got it. You know. Things moved naturally. Luna met Serenity about 4 months in, and it seemed to go well. Serenity was sweet with her, brought little gifts, played princess games. Luna called her daddy's friend Serenity and seemed comfortable. But about 6 weeks ago, things started getting weird. Luna began acting strange around pickup times with Maya. She had been excited to see her mom every Tuesday and Thursday, but suddenly she was reluctant. First, it was just, do I have to go to mommy's tonight? Then it escalated to actual crying fits. I don't want to see mommy, she told me last Thursday, tears streaming down her face. Cannot I just stay here with you in Serenity? Maya was confused and hurt. She called me worried. Cause Luna seems distant lately. She barely talks during our time together. Keeps asking when she can go back to daddy's house. Did something happen? I honestly didn't know what to tell her. Kids go through phases, right? Maybe Luna was just adjusting to the new dynamic with Serenity around more often. Serenity had opinions about it, though. Maybe Luna's finally realizing which home makes her happier. She said one night after a difficult pickup, "Kids are smart. K's. They know where they feel most loved." That comment made me uncomfortable, but Serenity quickly followed up with, "I just mean she feels secure here with us." My buddy Darius, 33M, also divorced with kids, started expressing concerns when I mentioned Luna's behavior changes. "Man, that is not normal," he said over beers last weekend. "Kids don't just suddenly reject a good parent. Something's influencing her? You think it is about Maya's new boyfriend? Maybe, or maybe it is closer to home than you think." I brushed him off. Darius can be paranoid about new relationships since his ex tried to turn his kids against him during their divorce. But then yesterday happened. I was getting Luna ready for her Thursday evening with Maya. Luna started the crying again, but this time she said something that made my blood run cold. "Mommy is mean, Daddy," Serenity told me so. I knelt down to her level. "What do you mean, sweetheart?" Serenity said. "Mommy doesn't really love me because she left you." She said Mommy only pretends to care but really wants her new boyfriend more than me. My heart stopped. I looked around for Serenity, who was in the kitchen supposedly making dinner. I felt sick. I called Maya and told her I needed to reschedule pickup. That Luna wasn't feeling well. Which was true. She wasn't well. Just not in the way Maya would think. After I put Luna to bed, I found Serenity at the stove, stirring pasta sauce like nothing had happened. The normalcy of it made my skin crawl. "We need to talk about what you have been telling Luna about her mother." Serenity's hand froze on the spoon for just a second before she turned around, her face carefully neutral. "I don't know what you are talking about." Luna comes up with all kinds of stories. I stepped closer, keeping my voice low, so Luna wouldn't hear upstairs. She specifically said you told her Maya doesn't really love her. Serenity set down the spoon and crossed her arms, her expression shifting to something more defensive. "Look, Kaz kids need stability. Luna sees how happy we are together, how we could be a real family. Maybe she is naturally pulling away from Maya because she wants what is best. What is best? Maya is her mother. That is when Serenity's mask slipped completely. Single dads are damaged goods. Cause without women like me to fix them. You had never find real happiness again. Luna needs a stable mother figure, not some woman who already abandoned her once. Maya didn't abandon anyone. We got divorced. Same thing to a child. I love Luna like she is my own. I could be the mother she actually needs. She already has a mother who chose to leave. I am choosing to stay. Pack your shit and get out tonight. You don't mean that, try me. She stared at me for a long moment, probably waiting for me to back down. When I didn't, her expression turned ugly. Fine, but don't come crawling back when you realize what you lost. You are just a broken man with baggage, and no decent woman is going to want that. I was doing you a favor. She packed her stuff and left around midnight, slamming the door behind her. This morning I had a long conversation with Luna about what Serenity had been telling her. I explained that none of it was true, that Mommy loves her very much, and that sometimes adults say wrong things when they are confused. I called Maya and told her everything. She was quiet for a long time. I knew something was wrong, she finally said. Thank you for telling me. What do we do now? I have got a family therapy appointment set up for next week to help Luna process this. Maya and I are going to attend together to show a united front. But guys, I am still processing what happened. This woman spent months earning my trust, bonding with my daughter, just so she could try to erase Luna's mother from her life. She actually thought she could replace Maya, and that I would be grateful for it. The scary part is how close she came to seriously damaging Luna's relationship with her mom. If I hadn't caught it when I did, I keep thinking about all the signs I missed. Were there red flags earlier? How long had this been going on? And now I am wondering, am I really damaged goods for being a divorced dad? Is my situation too complicated for most women to handle? Right now I just want to focus on helping Luna heal and making sure her relationship with Maya gets back to normal. But I cannot shake the feeling that this isn't over yet. Serenity's been texting me since she left, and the messages are getting more intense. Part of me thinks I should be prepared for her to escalate this somehow. Anyone else dealt with someone trying to manipulate your kids against their other parent? How do you even recover from something like this? Update 1 had to wait to update because my phone got water damage Tuesday. Long story involving Luna, a bubble bath, and me being distracted by Serenity's increasingly unhinged text messages. Just got a replacement today. First, thanks to everyone who commented. Reading your stories about similar situations made me realize how common this manipulation tactic is. Also made me feel less crazy for not seeing it sooner. So here is what has happened since my post. The family therapy session went well. Dr. Martinez specializes in helping kids process confusing adult situations. She got Luna to open up about what Serenity had been saying. It was worse than I thought. Serenity hadn't just told Luna that Maya didn't love her. She had created this whole narrative about how Maya abandoned us, how Maya was pretending to want visits because the court made her, and how Luna should choose to live with us full time. Serenity said if I told Mommy I didn't want to see her anymore, the mean judge would let me stay with Daddy always. Luna told Dr. Martinez. Maya was incredible during the session. She stayed calm, reassured Luna that nothing Serenity said was true. Luna baby, I didn't leave you. Daddy and I just couldn't live in the same house anymore. But that doesn't change how much we love you. You never have to choose between us. Dr. Martinez said Luna's young enough that the damage isn't permanent, but we need to be consistent in rebuilding her trust. She recommended continued sessions for a few weeks, and some strategies for reinforcing positive messages about our co-parenting relationship. Meanwhile, Serenity's texts escalated from apologetic to threatening. Monday, I was just trying to help Luna understand the situation better. Tuesday, fine, ignore me. But when Luna asks why her real mom left again, don't come running to me. Wednesday, you are making a huge mistake. I know things about Maya you don't. That last one got my attention. Darius said I needed to document everything. Thursday morning, Maya called panicked. Cause Serenity showed up at my school during lunch. She cornered me in the parking lot. Serenity had gone full stalker mode. She approached Maya claiming she needed to explain the real situation, and started ranting about how Maya was confusing Luna by pretending to care. She said Luna had chosen her as her real mother, and that I should step aside willingly, Maya told me. When I refused, she said she had evidence that I was an unfit mother. What kind of evidence? I don't know. But she was recording our conversation, and she mentioned Kevin by name, said she had been keeping tabs on my relationship. That is when I realized this woman had been stalking my ex-wife and probably my daughter too. I called the police to report the harassment. The officer was surprisingly understanding and familiar with these kinds of situations. Parental alienation cases often involve the new partner. He said, "We see it more than you would think. Did she ever have unsupervised access to your daughter?" The question hit me like a brick. Serenity had babysat Luna probably a dozen times when I had evening jobs or weekend emergencies. She had had hours alone with my daughter to poison her against Maya. "We are going to need to document everything," the officer said. "Keep recording the messages. And if she contacts either of you again, call immediately." Friday evening was Luna's first scheduled visit with Maya since everything came out. I was nervous about how it would go, but Luna seemed lighter. Like a weight had been lifted. During the therapy session, Dr. Martinez had given her permission to love both her parents without feeling guilty about it. "Daddy, I told Mommy I was sorry for being mean," Luna said when Maya brought her back Sunday. "And Mommy said she was never mad at me. She was just sad." Maya and I talked for a few minutes during pickup. She looked relieved but exhausted. "Thank you for catching this when you did," she said. "I cannot imagine if it had gone on longer. I should have seen it sooner. We both trusted someone we shouldn't have. What matters is Luna's okay." I got a call from an unknown number around 10 p.m. It was Serenity's voice. Calm, too calm. "Kaz, I think we need to meet in person. There are things about Maya you need to know. Serenity, don't call me again. This is about Luna's safety. Maya's new boyfriend isn't who you think he is. I have proof." Then she hung up. Guys, I don't know what game she is playing, but something tells me this woman isn't done trying to destroy my co-parenting relationship. The proof comment has me worried. Update 2, writing this from the hospital waiting room. Don't panic. Luna's fine, but we have had one hell of a week that ended with me calling 911 twice in one night. Let me back up to what happened after my last update. Tuesday morning, Maya called me at work, voice shaking. Kevin got a call at his office yesterday. Someone claiming to be from Child Protective Services asking questions about his relationship with Luna. When he called CPS back directly, they said no one from their office had contacted him. My blood went cold. Serenity. That is what we are thinking. But it gets worse. Kevin's boss pulled him aside this morning asking about concerning allegations regarding his involvement with a minor. Someone had called his workplace anonymously. Serenity was systematically trying to destroy Maya's relationship, and now targeting Kevin too. I immediately called the officer. "This is escalation behavior," he said. "File for a protective order immediately. For all three of you, Maya, and Luna." Wednesday I met with a lawyer. Turns out getting protection for Luna was more complicated since Serenity wasn't technically a family member, but the harassment of Maya and the false CPS report were enough to start the process. The lawyer also suggested increasing security at Luna's daycare and Maya's school. People who engage in parental alienation sometimes target the child directly when their other tactics fail. She warned. Thursday evening, I was picking Luna up from daycare when the director, Mrs. Collins, pulled me aside. "Mr. Williams, we had an incident today. A woman matching the description you gave us tried to pick up Luna around 2 p.m. She claimed there was a family emergency and that you would send her." My heart stopped. "What happened?" "We followed protocol, asked for ID, called you immediately. When your phone went to voicemail, we refused to release Luna. The woman became agitated and left quickly. I checked my phone. I had been in a crawl space running new pipes and had no service. 3 missed calls from the daycare, 2 from Maya. She gave the name Serenity Madison and said she was Luna's stepmother." Mrs. Collins continued. "Luna seemed confused and said she didn't want to go with her. Thank God for daycare protocols. I called Maya immediately. She tried to take Luna. Maya's voice was high with panic. Daycare stopped her, but Maya, this woman is completely unhinged. We need to assume she will try again. Friday morning, the protective order was approved. Maya, Luna, and I were all covered. The officer served it personally and warned Serenity that any contact would result in immediate arrest. I thought that would be the end of it. I was wrong. Saturday night, around 11 p.m., my house alarm went off. I grabbed the baseball bat I keep next to my bed and called 911 while checking the security camera app on my phone. Someone was in my backyard trying to look through Luna's bedroom window. It was Serenity. The police arrived within minutes and arrested her for violation of the protective order and attempted breaking and entering. She was screaming about how she just wanted to make sure Luna was safe, and that Maya was poisoning everyone against her. Luna slept through the whole thing, thank God. But Sunday morning she started asking questions about why police cars had been at our house. I tried to explain gently that Serenity had been confused and needed help, but wasn't allowed to visit us anymore. Is Serenity sick in her head like Grandpa Tom? Luna asked. My dad has dementia. Something like that, sweetheart. But the important thing is you are safe. Sunday afternoon, Maya came over so we could talk to Luna together about some new safety rules. While we were explaining that she should never go with anyone we hadn't told her about, Luna said something that chilled us both. Serenity told me if the police ever came, I should hide from them because they would take me away from Daddy. Maya and I looked at each other. This woman had been preparing Luna for a kidnapping scenario. That is not true, baby, Maya said gently. Police are helpers, they keep us safe. We spent an hour undoing more of Serenity's twisted programming. Sunday night around 10 p.m., my phone started ringing, unknown numbers, over and over. When I finally answered one, it was Serenity calling from jail. Kaz, please. You have to listen to me. I was trying to protect Luna. Maya's boyfriend is dangerous. I have evidence. I hung up and blocked the jail number. But then Monday morning, Maya got a call at school from someone claiming to be Serenity's sister. She said Serenity had asked her to give me important information about Kevin, Maya told me. When I refused to listen, she said I was putting Luna in danger by being stubborn. We called the officer, who said Serenity was probably using other people to violate the protective order by proxy. This woman is obsessed, he said. She is not going to stop until she faces serious consequences. That is when Maya made a decision that surprised me. I am pressing charges for the stalking, the false CPS report, everything, and I want to request a psychological evaluation. Tuesday morning, we met with the prosecutor. Maya was incredible, calm, detailed, focused on protecting Luna above everything else. This isn't about revenge, she told the prosecutor. This is about ensuring a 5-year-old can have a relationship with both her parents without manipulation or fear. The prosecutor agreed to pursue charges and request the psych eval. But Tuesday night, things escalated again. Around 9 p.m., Luna started complaining her stomach hurt. By 10 p.m., she was vomiting. By 11 p.m., she had a high fever and was lethargic. Maya met us at the emergency room. The doctors ran tests while Luna got increasingly sick. Has she eaten anything unusual today? The doctor asked. I ran through Luna's meals. Everything was normal except she had a juice box when I picked her up from daycare. Mrs. Collins said someone had left a package of them for the kids. Maya and I looked at each other with growing horror. The doctor ordered additional tests, including screening for common poisoning agents. Luna spent the night in the hospital while they monitored her condition and ran labs. This morning, the results came back. Luna had ingested a small amount of a sedative, not enough to be fatal, but enough to make a small child very sick. The police are investigating the juice boxes. They found Serenity's fingerprints on the packaging. Luna's going to be fine, but the doctor said if she had consumed more of the contaminated juice, it could have been much worse. Maya hasn't left Luna's bedside since we got to the hospital. Watching her hold our daughter while Luna sleeps has reminded me why our co-parenting relationship is worth protecting. She could have killed her, Maya whispered to me this morning. All because she wanted to play house. Serenity's being charged with attempted poisoning and child endangerment. Her bail was denied. Luna's asking why she feels sick and when she can go home. We are telling her she caught a bug and the doctors are making sure she gets better. Dr. Martinez is coming to the hospital tomorrow to help Luna process what has been happening in an age-appropriate way. But guys, I cannot believe it got this far. This woman was willing to poison my child to prove some twisted point about being a better mother than Maya. The scariest part is thinking about what could have happened if Luna had drunk more of that juice box. Or if daycare protocols hadn't stopped Serenity from taking her. Maya and I are going to have some serious conversations about Luna's safety going forward. Neither of us will ever take a new relationship lightly again. Right now I just want my little girl to get well and go home. And I want to make sure Serenity never gets the chance to hurt another family the way she tried to hurt ours. How do you explain to a 5-year-old that someone she trusted tried to hurt her? How do we help her feel safe again? Dr. Martinez says, children are resilient. But this whole experience has changed how I think about protecting Luna while still trying to build a life for myself. Anyone else been through something this extreme? How do you rebuild trust after someone violates your family this completely? Final update: Luna came home from the hospital Thursday afternoon. She is physically fine, but emotionally we are still processing what happened. Writing this while she naps next to me, finally looking like a normal 5-year-old again. Serenity was officially charged with attempted poisoning, child endangerment, stalking, violation of a protective order, and filing false reports. The prosecutor said they are seeking the maximum sentence. This represents a clear pattern of escalating behavior targeting a child, she said. The court takes these cases very seriously. Serenity's psych evaluation revealed what Dr. Martinez called classic signs of obsessive behavior and delusional thinking around maternal replacement. She had convinced herself that removing Maya from Luna's life was necessary for Luna's well-being. The scariest part was learning how long she had been planning this. Police found a notebook in her apartment with detailed observations about Maya's schedule, Kevin's work routine, Luna's daycare pickup times, even my work patterns. She had been watching all of us for months. Maya and I attended a court hearing Monday where Serenity's lawyer tried to argue for reduced charges. Seeing her in that orange jumpsuit was surreal. She stared at me the entire hearing, like she was waiting for me to change my mind. When the judge denied bail reduction, she finally looked away. Luna's recovery has been the priority. Dr. Martinez has been amazing, helping her understand that what happened wasn't her fault. Sometimes grown-ups get confused and make very bad choices. Dr. Martinez explained to Luna, but your mommy and daddy will always protect you. The best moment was Wednesday evening during Luna's first visit to Maya's house since the hospital. I was nervous, but Luna ran straight into Maya's arms. "Mommy, I missed you," she said. And Maya just held her and cried. Kevin was there too, and I was surprised by how protective I felt toward him. Serenity had tried to destroy his reputation because he represented stability in Luna's extended family. "Thank you for not believing the things she said about me," he told me. Never had a reason to. Maya's judgment is solid. It felt good to say that and mean it. Our marriage didn't work, but Maya's still an excellent mother. Serenity almost made me forget that. The ripple effects are still happening. Luna's daycare implemented new security protocols. Maya's school increased campus security. Kevin's boss formally apologized for entertaining anonymous accusations. But the most important change has been in how Maya and I communicate. We have started having weekly check-ins about Luna, not just logistics, but actual conversations about her emotional well-being. "I think we are better co-parents now than when we were married," Maya said. She is right. Crisis forced us to remember we are on the same team when it comes to Luna. But I did miss signs. The subtle comments about Maya, how she redirected conversations when I tried to include Maya in decisions. How she always had reasons why Maya's parenting wasn't quite right. I am in therapy now too, working through how to trust my instincts better. Luna still asks about Daddy's friend Serenity, but without the confusion and fear. Dr. Martinez says this is normal. Serenity was sick and made bad choices. Luna told me yesterday, but she cannot come back because the rules say no. Yesterday Maya and I took Luna to the park together because Luna wanted both parents there for the big slide she had been scared to try. Watching Luna climb that slide with both parents cheering reminded me what we were really fighting to protect. We were fighting for Luna's right to love and be loved by everyone in her family without manipulation. She deserves to see her parents working together. She deserves relationships built on truth. Serenity tried to steal that from a 5-year-old girl. That is unforgivable. But Luna's resilience has been the brightest light in this experience. Divorced dads. We are not damaged goods. We are building healthy families across 2 homes. Anyone who sabotages co-parenting doesn't deserve a place. Your child's relationship with their other parent is sacred. Luna's thriving, confident in both parents' love. Sometimes protecting what matters means hard choices.